So the first, of course, is to do our traditional Father's Day blessing for everyone when the kids are still here so that they can participate. So, would all of the fathers please stand? Yay! So you guys stay standing, and then if there are any stepdads or adoptive dads or mothers who had to be dads too, you stand up. Yeah! And now I would love it if the grandfathers would stay standing. And we can do another wild applause. And now I would like the great-grandfathers to remain standing. Woohoo! And because we did not celebrate moms on Mom's Day because I was in Scotland, would all the mothers please stand? Woohoo! And now would all of the aunties and the adoptive moms and the stepmoms and the babysitters and the dads who had to be moms too, would you please stand? And now would the grandmoms remain standing? Woohoo! And would the great-grandmoms remain standing? Oh. Do we have any great-greats? Okay, we're waiting for the next ones to come in. All right, and so now we can say bye to the children and have a great time. Have a great time. All right, and now I would like to welcome all of you who are here for the first time or back after a long time. And we have some people from the membership team right here with information packets about our wonderful center. And in there is a blue card. If you fill out the blue card and give it back to one of these lovelies, you will get a free book that explains in very simple terms the philosophy that you're going to be immersed in this morning. Yeah. So, yeah. Everybody please raise your hand that would like one of these packets, and please accept our warm, warm welcome. Right, very nice, very nice. And back here, I'd love to meet you personally after the service. So now I want to slot in the introduction of two very esteemed guests that we have this morning. We have Reverend Dr. John Waterhouse, who is the field leader of our entire movement. Please. So what that means, the field leader, it means that he gets to take care of all of us ministers. All of us that have tantrums periodically, John gets to pet down the feathers. His center is in Asheville, North Carolina, and the last time he was here was on the Sunday that I candidated. 22 years ago. What happened in a blink? This is what happened. And our other esteemed guest is Dr. Merrill and Leo, the archivist for our entire movement. So I am Reverend Karyl Huntley. I'm very, very happy to have you here. Oops, go back. This is our theme for the entire year, our values-based theme, and people seem to really, really like it. What we do is we emphasize a value each month, and this month it's accountability. So I want to just say that being accountable is a real relationship value. You have to be accountable to somebody. You can be accountable to your higher self, and that's what I'm going to talk about next week. But this week, I'm going to talk about how we are accountable to the generations that are on either side of us. And I'm going like this because this is the direction of the north, where all of the ancestors are. So I want you to just imagine your most recently passed ancestor is smiling at you, and then their parents, their parents, their parents, all the way across the globe for 300,000 years. And in this direction, the south, is the progeny. Not only the children that we make, but the children that everybody makes. That is the family, the human family that we all need to take care of the earth for. So we are accountable to this lineage today. The altar exemplifies this, and the altar is done today by the Frost family, Randy, Bridgit, and Karen. So it depicts the sky and the earth. And the quilt there was a quilt that held both of Karen's babies. The tree, the family tree, was made this week by Randy. Randy makes these amazing wooden structures and wands and magical things. And the baskets are from the Ohio family lineage of both of them. And the roses are, of course, from my garden. There's one for every single mom and grandmom in the audience here. And because this is Father's Day, we've got presents for the dads, and they're the balls. We've got whatever kind of ball you like. I want you to take one home, and there's the squishy one, so you can kind of keep it in the car and use it as a stress release, or throw it, whatever you want to do with the ball. The title today is this: Blessing and Healing Through the Generations. Because what we get from our lineage are blessings, and those are the things that work in our family. And we're going to think about those today. What is it about the consciousness of your family that really works, that serves the family and serves the world? And that's the blessing. Then, of course, we have those aspects of family that don't work so well. Putting the fun in dysfunctional. And so those are the things that we have to heal. So the values that I chose for today are the following. First of all is awareness. Because in order to heal anything, we have to be pretty aware. And in order to be aware, we have to let go of ego, and we have to let go of projection, and we have to let go of what we wish it was. We have to really look at what it is so that we can say, is this a blessing or does this need healing? And then courage, because sometimes, especially in an entrenched family pattern that isn't working, how many know that it takes courage to even become aware of it? Yeah. So all of us with those really soft hearts to hold ourselves and each other. And then finally, healing happens when we combine awareness with courage and with the natural healing capacity of life itself. It heals. And once something is healed in a family, it heals going in both directions. So I want you to imagine that your ancestors are looking at you today saying, you're the chance. You're the chance for our family to heal what has gone on for generations. And then you've got the progeny, not only your kids, but your friends' kids saying, come on, let's do this so that we have a world that works for everybody. So I have been going through, this is so interesting because most of you know I'm headed for a hip replacement. I'm in pain pretty much all the time. And my daughter has moved in and has been saying to me, Mom, let's go through the garage. And then let's go through the closets. And so this is the family that does not throw anything away. You know those stories over these 22 years I've told you. Just to catch up, John. Yeah. Okay, so in my grandmother's attic when she moved out of Michigan was a box from her mom, and in the box was a labeled box saying, pieces of string too short to use. This is my family. And this is the garage of my family. I am the, well, let's just, oh, what do I do first? Well, I'll show you this photo. This is the family lineage. And so this is my great-grandmother. Her name is Emma. And she has 3 daughters. This is Leela, my grandmother, Nina, her sister, Helen, the baby sister. This is my mom, daughter of Leela, Doris, and this is me. So, as you can see, in this generation, there were 3 women, then there was my mom, and then there's me. So, the garage has all of it. So I brought 2 things to share with you today. First of all, do you remember that scene from Dead Poets Society where Robin Williams is showing the students the photographs of classes, many, many decades previously, and saying, these beautiful young men just like you had their whole lives ahead of them, and they're all dead now because time passed. Okay. This is a photograph of the graduates from the class 9A, West Intermediate School, Jackson, Michigan, 1931. These pumpkins, either they are 100 years old, because my mom would have been 100 years old. This is her birthday, 100-year birthday in October, or they're gone. Doesn't that say, live our brief time here well and appreciate the blessings of our family and heal what wants to be healed? So, where am I going to read this precious thing? So, Emma, oopsie, no, Emma, here. My grandmother and my mother did not toss my great-grandmother's diaries. This is the diary from 1947, and I have 20 others. There's a lot of ironing that happened. But, really. So, I'm going to read the entry on the day of my birth. And this was Melanie's idea. She said, find 1947. So we found 1947, and it's July 6th. So it's coming up. This says a lot about my family, and it says a lot about how feelings were difficult for my family. So this is it. Helen, remember which one Helen is? Helen doing her hair. Going to do mine later. Cooler this AM. I think Helen, she did receive a wire from Leela this eve. Dor has a baby girl. It's cooler now. So, feelings were difficult for my family. I mean, even recognizing what the feelings are and then expressing them. And by the time I came along, the good feelings were pretty okay, but any feelings that were negative or sad or angry or confused or cranky were not really okay. And so you can imagine how in a family like that, they all came out sideways. You know, we all have those feelings. And that was not something that my family did well. So that's the same throughout these generations. And you know in the Bible, in Exodus, it says, the sins of the fathers shall be visited upon the 3rd and 4th generations. What that says to me is that there is a consciousness that runs in families. There is a consciousness that part of it is very functional and very positive and very forward thinking because, you know, we're all here. And then part of it is very dysfunctional and doesn't work. And if it's passed on, it is passed on. Because unless you examine and become aware of your life and the consciousness that the family gave you, they gave you the consciousness just like they gave you the color of your hair and the color of your eyes. So it's up to us to examine that consciousness and see what is a blessing and what can be a point of healing. So I want you to know that it doesn't matter if you don't have your own children, and it doesn't matter if you can't identify precisely what the unhealthy behavior or belief is in the past, but just taking a stride towards it, just saying, oh boy, there's this funny feeling in my family, and I can't identify it right now, but I'm going to kind of tiptoe up to it so that I can open for healing because it feels like something needs healing because it's not comfortable sitting inside. Do we all have some places like that? Okay, excellent. So I want us to actually call out the names of our ancestors. And so just, you can either close your eyes or look to the north and just say, you know, come on in, come on in. So just call their names or the names you call them, like Mom or whatever. So Emma and Levi and Helen and Doris. And it's feeling very full in here now. I want to remind you that the ancestors are all grouped around you now saying you are the chance for the healing. You are the chance for the healing back through the generations and in the world today and in the world to come. So, everybody have your half sheet ready right here? And if anybody needs one, raise your hand. Who's got the half sheets? Cece's coming up with the half sheets. Yeah, Cece's got the half sheets. Okie dokie, so we're going to start here with healthy family traits. Oh, okay. And I've got an extra one here. Okay, we're all good? Good. Okay. So the first question is, a family trait that I express that I love is. So this is for you to kind of think through your family and what was the consciousness that was really stellar. And the way that you can figure that out is, in your own life, what is a problem-free area? We all have those. A problem-free area where it's easy for you. It's easy in relationship, or it's easy for you to maintain an exercise program. It's easy for you to eat well. It's right here and forever. The dysfunction that we are aware of can be left right at our chairs, right sinking through the concrete into Mother Earth that knows how to take it and make it harmless. And we move from this space empowered, harmless, healthy, loving ancestors when it is our time, and mentors to the progeny that are coming along. This is our work, and we are up to it. And so it is. Amen.